Yeah, hello again. So I make another little video update in English. It's today Sunday, the 15th of March, and this is the first day of official French lockdown, state 3 epidemic something, emergency, whatever. And yeah, as usual, I don't catch much of it, yeah, because I live where I live. I live in the middle of the forest. I live already in free chosen self-isolation since 20 years. So now there is this possible virus infection. I don't know. I mean, if I watch the other videos, or if I look what's going on the social media, so they seem to say that 70% of the world population gets infected anyway. So I'm not too worried really. I haven't been really sick for a very long time. I'm not 70 or 80 or something, so I don't know if I should worry loads about it. And yeah, so I don't know, this whole corona thingy going on, I find that it starts to take away loads of energy just by reading all this, and then reading all those theories, everybody having another theory where this could come from, and I mean the official explanation doesn't seem very believable. So for many years, since I'm a kid, and we had television, so as long as I can remember, we always were told the evil Chinese and the evil Russians, you can't trust them. And now I should trust them that this virus comes from some piggy animal, wild animal people consumed for thousands of years in China, and never anybody got sick from it. So I don't know. I don't find this very believable. So I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's true, but I tend to believe it's got out of some laboratory somewhere. I don't know if, yeah, now they say it's the Americans. I mean, possible. They would do this, or anybody else. So I think we should see this crisis as a chance. I have those tarot cards and the ten of swords. It states under it, crisis as chance. So maybe this is the chance. I mean, let Wall Street and DAX and all break down and crash. And I mean, I hope really that they all these Wall Street wankers and all the people who invested in stocks and things, they just go to hell. They've been like criminals, legal criminals, yeah? All the bankers and all those power junkie politicians, like. Just let them die all, then maybe we can live in freedom and have some more peace or something. So I think that's the great cleansing now. We will see who will still be alive after, and then it can give us a chance to build a new society, more equal and less capitalist and all. Maybe, I don't know. So I've done some shopping, didn't buy any toilet paper. But I should be okay. So we're still allowed to go to the shops without a mask on, so it doesn't make much sense. So I filled up. So this is maybe 2.5 months of food, and then I did start the garden again. So we have a little walk around. And now I have a problem. Well, I don't have it now, I'm gonna have it in a few weeks. Because all non-essential shops have been closed. Which means I can't go to the garden center and buy potatoes for planting. And I have seen it coming the moment Italy closed down, but I always thought, oh, we still have a few days of time. I find a solution or a lift or something. So I do with what I have. So here my old bathtub greenhouse solution works okay, and it's not so much that I'm scared that we get frost again, but I've got loads of mice and they regularly raid my seedlings and things. So yeah, I put this in yesterday. There is courgette and just normal salad, and I have some poireaux for and ciboulette. Look in the dictionary if you don't speak French, I don't care. So I've done this, and I've made several English videos. I all deleted. Yeah, here I threw in some lavender. See if how this works out. It's a bit a difficult spot because it has the shade in the morning in summer when it's very hot here, but because and then at midday the sun goes in the south, and then it has all of a sudden from I don't know how many degrees in the shade it goes to very hot, and I thought it's maybe because why things don't grow so good there. Yeah, big problem. The chainsaw is down, and I think the chainsaw is down for good. It's made problems for some time now, and there is no more compression, I have the feeling, so I guess it's the piston or something. And so for the moment I do with like rests. I find like when I take the wood in the forest, sometimes I leave a part here and there, and the hope that it soon will get warmer, and so I will need less and less wood. Yeah, the fig tree, everything starts now. Yeah, everything starts to making leaves now. So The compost, I also turned the compost. This is last year's compost. And yeah, funny thing is that okay, this is supposed to be an biodegradable fucking plastic bag, compostable plastic bag, and this is still strong. It doesn't make the impression that it's very decomposed. And this plastic bag is my test bag. This is in my compost for 2.5 years now. So I don't know about the organic matter decomposable plastic bags, but if this is decomposable, I guess anything is decomposable in 100 years maybe. Yeah, I haven't cleaned up this one yet. This is where my tomatoes go. I cleaned out all this. I turned the earth and everything. And I think here I put the salad again and all the stuff like I use in the kitchen. I can use straight away. And on the bottom part where we go after, I will put, well, if I find potatoes. But otherwise I just buy a bag of potatoes from the supermarket and plant them. Yeah, last year here were the sunflowers, and it was the first time that I did plant anything on this spot. So the earth is still very poor, the soil is still very poor, and there is still loads of gravel in. So I don't know yet exactly what I put here this year. And then we have the gojies. I did cut them a bit back. And I must say, already the gojies, they didn't like it here really, since we are here. So they come out of my garden in Bucharest, where they grew very well and I had fruits and everything. And here they grow very slow. But this year I've never seen so many leaves so early in the year on my gojies. So maybe I get some fruits this year. Depends also how hot it will get. The same on the... Yes, so I did took the brush cutter and I did clean out the fence on the bottom garden. Even so, I actually encouraged vegetation to grow over the fence. Yeah, the next person who comes here after me will be happy about this job. And now I've been so stupid, so I thought yesterday, like last eve, I thought, oh, I spent loads of money and I made a big shopping and I've got like all my reserves are filled up. I even have like 50 kilos of dog food and everything, and no crisps. I didn't bought any, and no cake, nothing. I bought nothing interesting. Only boring rice and lentils. So, will I risk my life, go down and buy some cake? I don't know. Patch! Patch! Yeah, because he met a girlie yesterday. Sometimes after he meets a girlie, he goes after them. I know you. Yeah, I know you. So this is the grave. Underneath this very deep and well protected by rocks lays the dog I came to this place with and who passed away since. And I only plant flowers there this year. I tried some other stuff but it wouldn't work. So yeah, I turned all the earth here, and this one and the two big patches I even will make bigger. And seeing the panic shop here and the whole corona fucking crisis thing, I think I will plant loads of potatoes this year. Someone gonna eat them, even if I don't need them, or maybe I'm dead. And yeah, and then the rest here, the little spots I do a bit like by what I find and what comes up first from the seeds. And the parsley, it came alone this year. So it was very warm already for a few days. It was over 25 degrees. So I cleaned here out, I watered it a bit, and I hope he will grow. And then one of the next jobs to do for me, which will be, I hope, during the coming week, I have to re-clean the water reserve for the garden. So it did hold this year. Even there was a few big storms, rainstorms. It did hold this year, as simple as I made it. And the only thing is I have to evacuate all this gravel, which is in there all the time. It's coming more all the time with the stream. And so one of the next warmer days, I have to go in there with my shovel, and then I have to, and there is at least like a ton in there, like 1 cubic meter. Gonna clean out this again. So I don't know what this all means to me in the sense of, let's see if I can do this like this. Shit. Why is this moving? No, it isn't anymore. So yeah, I don't know really what this all means to me for my moving off the land, which was scheduled for end of August like. And even before virus outbreaks, it was somehow difficult for me how to find a new place without a car and without really any money. And now with this virus thing, and I mean, this has to get worse, otherwise they wouldn't do all this, all those lockdowns and everything. So this gonna get worse soon, and especially for you people who live in your stupid towns. This gonna be like zombie apocalypse or something, because once everything starts breaking down, yeah, look, I mean, yesterday, I mean, it's so weird in France. So we are state 3 epidemic alert. All non-essential displacements has to be avoided, and as much contact with other people as possible. Then yesterday There were tens of thousands of French people in the streets, yellow vests and others, against Macron government, and they were forbidden to wear protective masks. So, and the police, I've seen the videos on YouTube, they didn't have any masks too. So I guess very soon all the police get sick, because they are in they are like in bases in France. Yeah, the riot police, they are like in a military base. They live all together like in in the army. And so this will go around very fast now, and then it breaks all down. Now the company's closed, the people are all sitting home and getting frustrated, and so I think we have some exciting times in front of us, and I fully understand the people who buy loads of food, because they're gonna need it. I mean, look, even already now, they say the deliveries for the supermarkets are no problem, but those deliveries, they are European-wide, so there's loads of gear from Germany or from other countries, from Spain, who are in our shelves, and now the borders are all closed. So soon there's gonna be a problem with some food at least. I mean, maybe not all like, but so I think people are doing the right thing of buying up loads of stuff. And also, once the economy broke down, this gonna be our new money. So tobacco, coffee, ammo, I don't know, but those things gonna be like money. Toilet paper for some, it seems. And so yeah, I think it's very smart to spend all your possible money into things, as long as your money still is worth anything. Because I mean, if the economy crashes, this means rapid, massive inflation, and then you don't get any food anymore. You come with 1,000 euros in the shop, and it's worth like 5. Shit. So yeah, whenever you can, make a big shopping. So there we are again. It's got a bit dark now, so I don't know if this will capture very well in this poor light. I will see this after on the computer. Another thing is that I don't know if this is related, but the internet got very slow like since a week. So our people are more on the internet now, maybe because I get my internet over the mobile network, and so I don't know, is there some connection? And this is another thing, so internet is gone next, because I'm sure, so and this is a dangerous time, because everybody's looking on the virus and looking on his needs, yeah, buying food. I mean, I don't have any relatives to care about, but other people do, so they think about relatives and stuff like this, and protecting their families. And so all what's going on. So where are the 20,000 US troops who are in Europe for the Defender 2020? And seeing this, for example, okay, there are now Chinese propaganda saying that America released it in China. I don't know if it's not that it would surprise me if it was America or anybody else. And so I rather believe the story of its accident got away, some laboratory, some, like in the movies, like something stupid, like someone leaves the door open and oops, it's gone. And because it makes no sense to me, this animal is eaten in China for thousands of years and never anybody got this virus. So why should this animal now have this virus and transmit it to some poor people? Actually, this is not the food market where they say it came from. It's not where the Politburo goes shopping, I'm sure. So I think if anybody survives this shit, then in a few years we're gonna have a big Corona gate, and then it comes all to light. But the danger is now that our governments, like, or rather your governments, I'm not under any government, but the governments now will abuse the situation, yeah, to get more control of the people and exploit this for their power gains. So I say, be prepared, like, yeah, be prepared not only with food, but be prepared to fight for your freedom now. I think this is gonna be maybe a question soon for most of you. And don't trust them. Don't trust the numbers. Don't trust. I mean, look. They say they want to slow it down. So slowing it down means they can prepare better for what they know will come. Yeah, which means it's going to be bad. It's going to be very, very bad. At least for some people. So all those densely populated areas, and what's with the old people in the pensionaries, and so I think this could get very bad. Also seeing the poor health of the public, of the general public, because they eat all this crap fast food, McDonald's and I don't know what, and all this progressed food. So their humanitarian systems, they are very weak, yeah. So I think numbers like the Spanish flu, like 50 million dead, is today, I mean 1900 or something, when the Spanish flu was, we were already many, but we weren't as many as we are now. And like the big towns like London, Paris, Berlin, Los Angeles, New York, all those very densely populated areas, yeah, and then you've got this funny virus, very aggressive virus in there. I could have it already. This is another thing, there is no testing. So yeah, so if the President of the United States can get tested, why I can't get tested? So why are there no tests? Why they had for many years and years, why they had money, tons of money to invest in guns, and like the French, like they just got a few new nuke submarines. They cost billions for a fraction of the money what the submarines did cost them. Yeah, they could have at least enough masks and things. I mean, it's not after we had the swine flu and the bird flu, and we have all these movies, and so it's and the H1N1, HN1, I forgot even the name of it. Yeah, so it was sure that on some point in our history, so then our then future, our now present, something like this could easily be happened, like Ebola or I don't know what, yeah? Be it with purpose or accidentally or just naturally occurring, I don't know, but this was previsible. So, and then they spent millions and billions and I don't know, trillions of euros on armies, and they give money to the banks. Yeah, that's absolutely idiotic actually. They give money to the banks, they save the banks, but they don't invest in face masks. So something's wrong here, yeah? So I mean, I I'm not governed by anybody. For me they have all not not the slightest legitimacy. Yeah, and look, the French, like today they have the local elections in France. Yeah, so the restaurants have to close. Yeah, and the churches too. And but the elections take place. Yeah, I mean I smell bullshit in this. Yeah, because everybody hates Macron and his government, so I think they will, maybe they send secret emails to their voters and say, look, you just go because the others don't come, they are scared. And I had the radio on earlier on, they say it's just 18% who went to vote, and it's not expected to go up in the rest of the day. So whoever gets elected today has not any legitimacy. Yeah, this should be fought in a court of justice, that this election can't be valid, not under these circumstances. So, and I smell some bullshit like Macron Gate or something, and they do something because they knew nobody would vote for them because they are assholes, and they want to destroy the French spirit. Yeah, they want to make it now Little America or Little Rothschild or Little I don't know what, but so they are evil people. Yeah, so let's hope they get the virus. This was my update. Yeah, the chainsaw, the garden, the bad weather, the virus, and the coming zombie apocalypse. Beware of your neighbors, they might get hungry.